I've been in 3 different accidents, and the biggest lessons I learned: trust doesn't exist on the side of the road. The last time it happened, the other driver admitted fault right there on the curb. We shook hands, swapped information, and I thought the truth was enough. But the second they talked to the insurance adjuster, their story changed completely. Suddenly, I was also at fault. Without a witness or a video, it was my word against theirs. I lost the claim, my insurance premiums spiked, and I was stuck with the bill for someone else's mistake. That was the day I realized if you don't have video, you don't have the truth. Botslab sent me their G300H Plus to test, and I'm going to show you exactly why this 4K setup is the truth I wish I had that day. Everything you need comes in the box. You get the front camera, rear camera with pre-attached cables, USB-C power cable, cigarette lighter adapter, a pry tool, mounting adhesives, installation manual, and a 64GB micro SD card. Before mounting anything, I would recommend setting up the dashcam first while you have it in your hands. It's much easier to do it this way. Setup is straightforward. Power it on, connect through the app, and follow the steps. Once that's done, mounting will vary depending on your vehicle. For mine, I used the included microfiber cloth to wipe the windshield first. Since I had already set up the dashcam, I used the screen on the front camera to aim it and find the best position for coverage without it being obstructive. It's already very low profile, so that helps a lot. After finding the right spot, I attached the adhesive pad to the windshield, then mounted the cameras onto it. The pad also allows for easy removal and repositioning if needed. From there, I routed the wires along the roof of the car, down through the A-pillar, under the glove box, and into the cigarette lighter. For the rear camera, I followed a similar process. Since it doesn't have a screen, I used the app to view the live feed and position it properly. Then I wiped the rear windshield, mounted the camera, and routed the cable along the roof back to the front camera where it plugs in. Overall, it's a pretty clean setup once everything is in place. Once you start the car, the dashcam immediately powers on and starts recording. The front records in 4K and the rear in 1080p, and the clarity really speaks for itself. License plates, road signs, lane markings, and everything is sharp. You get a 170-degree front view and a 150 degrees rear view, so you're not just seeing what's ahead of you, you're capturing everything around you as well. Here was my biggest concern. My car has very dark window tint on the back glass. Usually a red dash cam through a heavy tint is a waste of time. It just looks like a dark grainy mess. But check out this 1080p rear feed. The rear camera has an f.2 aperture, and even through my dark film, it's pulling enough light to stay clear. Your rear camera is your first line of defense if someone hits you from behind. Whether they are tailgating you or they rear end you and try to take off. This sensor is sensitive enough to punch through that tint and give you a usable image. The front camera has a built-in display so you can see everything in real time, which is useful for quickly checking your framing or reviewing footages on the spot without needing your phone. It also comes in handy when backing out, especially if you don't have a backup camera. You can easily switch between the front view, rear view, or a split view which shows both at the same time. You can also just have it display the clock or just completely go black. And then there's parking surveillance. If you purchase an hardware kit, this thing stays on guard while the car is off. It uses time-lapse recording to save space. But if someone bumps into your car in a parking lot, the G sensor wakes it up to record a full speed clip. Hardware is only half the story. If you can't get the footage off the camera and onto your phone in 30 seconds, the camera is useless. I've been using the Botslab app and the UI is actually very clean. You connect via the built-in Wi-Fi and you can live stream both cameras. Within the app, you can see your GPS coordinates, your exact speed, and the route map overlaid right on the video. If you're fighting a speed ticket or proving your location to an adjuster, this data is your best friend. You can download the 4K clips directly to your camera roll and text them to your insurance agent before you even leave the scene of the accident. Let's talk how the memory works. This uses seamless loop recording, which means it records 1, 3 or 5 minutes chunk. Once that 64 gig card is full, it just overwrites the oldest file. But what about the accident footage? That's where the G sensor comes in. If you hit a pothole, slam on the brakes, or heaven forbid, get in a collision, the sensor detects that sudden force and instantly locks that video segment. It moves it into a protected folder that the loop recording cannot touch. Even if you keep driving for 5 hours after an accident, that specific proof is locked away and safe until you're ready to download it. When the memory is full, new footages will start to overwrite the oldest footage with the new footages. Video start. You don't have to touch anything, which is exactly how it should be while driving. Take photo. So, let's wrap this up. Is the Botslab G300H Plus actually worth it? To answer that, you have to look at the insurance math. Think about your deductible right now. It's probably $500 or $1,000. This camera costs a fraction of that. If you get into just one accident where someone lies, like what happened to me, this device pays for itself 10 times over in a single afternoon. It's the difference between an at-fault accident staying on your record for 6 years and having a cleared name in 6 minutes. One thing I really want to highlight is the build quality for the long haul. This unit uses a supercapacitor instead of a standard lithium battery. If you live somewhere with extreme heat or freezing winter, you know batteries swell and die. Capacitors are designed to handle those massive temperature swings, meaning this isn't just a gadget you'll be replacing next season. It's built to stay on your windshield for the life of the car. We've broken down the tech. You've got that flagship Sony Stavis 2 sensor up front doing the heavy lifting for 4K clarity, but the real surprise for me was the rear camera. Even though it's not Stavis sensor, the f2.0 large aperture is a beast. It's the reason it can still drink in enough light to punch through my heavy rear window tint and still give me a usable image at night. Whether it's the 4K detail on the front or the light sensitive lens in the back, the system is balanced to give you the proof you need, regardless of how your car is set up or what the weather is doing outside. At the end of the day, a dashcam is about peace of mind. It's about knowing that no matter who you run into on the road, you have the digital receipt of exactly what happened. Especially when I'm all in my family around, knowing we are protected from insurance fraud is huge. If you've been on the fence, don't wait for your next accident to be your wake-up call. I've put the official tracking link and a special discount code in the description and the pinned comments below. Huge thanks to Botslab for sending this out. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit that like button. It really helps the channel, and subscribe if you want to see more real-world tech tests. Stay safe out there, keep the rubber side down, and I'll see you in the next one.